Okay, in the gym a little bit later than I thought I was gonna get in the gym. I gotta coach all the classes today, so I'm gonna be here for a while. Gotta get my training in. It's probably not gonna be a super long session. Just gotta deadlift up to 80% on a deficit. Probably gonna skip like the drop sets. And then I have hopefully like a short mech on. I got a little break in my training shoe review right now, so now I'm just using whatever. These are the Icarus Athletics, like Barefoot, minimalist shoe. Come with 3 different types of insoles, so they can be like Barefoot shoes, or they can be like minimalist shoes, because they do come with one that's pretty thick, a little bit more cushion, like 7mm drop. That one, I told them that the density was too soft, and if they could redo that one with just a more stiffer density, it would be more good for training. My dog just fell. He just tried to jump on this thing, and he fell. Oh, he got it that time. Okay, he usually just hangs out right there. That's Mocha. But anyways, back to the shoes, and then it does come with a 3mm thick zero drop and the 4mm thick zero drop. Right now I'm using the 4mm thick zero drop. So these have wide toe box. I think it's like a real leather upper, and then they have a classic sneaker kind of aesthetic to them. But you know, when you wear barefoot shoes, they always kind of have that, like, obviously because they're wider, they're gonna have that weird clown shoe look to them. But I guess it depends on if you think it's weird or not. But the barefoot thing is, I think, a little out of control right now. But you know, if you like it, you know, great. It's not really my favorite thing for training, for CrossFit at least. It's definitely not my thing. I get the wide spacing in the toe box, but you know, there's certain things where you need, you know, the stability that you get out of an actual pair of trainers, which is why I actually like the Icarus, because they have a more defined outsole shape versus like normal barefoot shoes that kind of like, they have this a rounded outsole shape. And with that, you get rid of like the actual like mechanical advantage of, you know, the lateral stability that's built into a shoe. With these ones, you get a little bit more of that, but you still retain close to the ground, no midsole, good grip from the outsole, and then the wide toe box that everybody wants. So I use this broken 45 for my deficit, which is probably about 2.5 inches or so. And then my deadlift today is supposed to be 455. So I know a lot of people think, why don't you just deadlift barefoot? I actually don't like deadlifting barefoot. Like actual barefoot, don't like it. I feel like, you know, for the same reasons of having barefoot shoes, you just don't get that same torque and lateral stability that you get out of a pair of training shoes, something that's made to be deadlifted in. I don't really do deadlift slippers either. I like deadlifting in trainers. So even with these shoes that come with a 3mm insole, like really thin insole, I don't even use it. I would actually prefer the thicker insole. Right now I'm using the 4mm. If they made the thickest insole, like the Comfort one, if they made that with like a 4mm drop, just a little bit more density to the insole, I think that would be my one, just because it'd be like a training shoe. It'd be like Nanos. These would actually resemble like Nano 2s if it was like that. Okay, here's 315. Okay. Feels okay today. Feels a little heavy, but Cleva built deadlift jack. This is still my one. Even though I do have the Genesis Jack Evo, which is really cool. And that's the lower cost one. I don't have it here, it's at home. Here, I just have the OGs, I have the Pro up there as well, but I just normally just use the normal one. The bar that I'm using today is the Again Faster power bar. It's such a weird bar. It's super cheap. It would be great if, like, it's stiff enough, but it would be great if it had aggressive knurling. The knurl on this thing is probably the lightest knurling that I've ever seen on a power bar. It's good though. I mean, considering the cost, it's like 180 bucks pretty normally. I think it's a good buy. I mean, if you deadlift it with straps anyways, it wouldn't make a difference. That one was smooth. So deadlift is kind of like, it's kind of like my easy lift. I'm just good at it for some reason. And I think it's just my limb length. I got long arms, short legs. So, you know, you would think I prefer sumo, but I don't. Conventional all the way. It's 455. But I'm supposed to try out this belt from Element 26. And normally, this is not a weight that I would even belt up for. It's not heavy enough for me, to be honest with you. And that's just because I don't belt up until until I'm maybe at like 85, 90%. Try not to belt up at 80. But this is their hybrid lifting belt that has a revision in that they made the edge a little bit different. Oh, they added a liner too. The inside has a different kind of material than the original one. And then, let's see here, they added this right here, this little panel. I don't know if you can see right there, but this panel makes it so that when you put the belt on, it'll just slide on, versus the issue that I had with it originally was that the two ends of the leather would just connect, and it would make putting the belt on kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, let's see how this goes on. Okay, this is a size medium. I never use this extended buckle. Okay, so the sizing is the same as the other belt. Not too tight. Well, this is a little bit on the small side for me. Maybe I could use a large, but there's just a teeny tiny bit of overlap. That was my problem with the previous one. Is like, since I'm like right there in a medium, it would make the two ends of the leather connect, and then I couldn't tighten it past that. This time, with that little panel they added, it just slides through, and boom, sized up, ready to go, ready to lift. Okay, here we go. 455 from a 2.5 inch deficit. No chalk, because I hate how chalk gets everywhere. Not super smooth, but it went up. Didn't feel like it was a bad lift. Not as smooth as the last lift for sure. But it's not like I've been deadlifting that often either. Okay, I had to really think about what I wanted to do for today's workout. And I think I have come to the conclusion that I'm going to do the Mayhem Compete workout for today, which is dumbbell snatches, alternating for 3 rounds, and then 4 burpee pull-ups, rest 1 minute, then 2 rounds of 24/8. So it's kind of like running it back, similar. But yeah, it's the most enticing one to me today. Hope I don't sound like too much of a cherry picker. Okay, here we go, got some chalk. We'll start on my left. weak side. Faster than I thought. Gonna change up my burpees. Chest first. Only 1 minute, fuck. Okay, third round. $255. Fuck, 1 minute goes quick. Change to the exos. See how this goes. 24, 8, 2 rounds. Good burpees. I think I'm broken on this side. $826, not bad. Little runny nose. It's really fucking hard to breathe. At least I stayed unbroken on the dumbbell snatch. Initially, I thought I was gonna break the end ones, but I held on to it. It's good practice. No stress. Just get it done. Manageable set. Slow down the pace so you can go unbroken. Burpee pull-ups, I couldn't jump into them at the end. I gotta admit, between the Icarus and the Vans, I prefer the Vans. I feel like it has something to do with me not having to reach as far down in the Vans. Like my shin angle changes. I can bend my knees a little bit easier. And then with the Icarus, I have to bend my knees just a little bit more. It takes a little bit more effort. Not that they're bad. We'll see what they do with when they add the more dense insole. But until then, I don't think I'll do a ton of training in them. I know people do. Well, like I said earlier, doing barefoot workouts is not really my thing. I don't really care for it. And it's okay if you do. It's just I don't. So I'm messing around with a bunch of different camera setups. And this is one of them. This is a Sony a6000 yesterday. The Snatch Air Max video. I did the Sony ZV-1. Probably won't do that one again. The video quality was awful. So this one, we'll see. It's not really metering so great right now because I don't have light coming in yet. I'm just trying to find a way for me to get stuff up on YouTube better because I'm just a little lazy to get stuff on YouTube. Maybe I put too much effort in Instagram over the last couple of years. Well, I should have been just cranking away at YouTube like normal. But, it's never too late to change. So, I think that's it for today. Class is about to start. Icarus Athletics. I do have a coupon code for these guys, which I'll leave in the description. You can pick those up. You want the Vans, you can usually find them on Dick's pretty cheap. They just had a sale on Vans.com for like 30% off, more off sale stuff. So you gotta wait for that stuff, but you can usually get Vans for about 50 bucks too. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.